Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jeremy here at Cosmic Soup Recording, back with another educational video. And I just wanted to say that this video is not about anyone in particular or targeted at anyone in particular, so I just wanted to throw that out there. But I was talking to an artist this week and they were sharing an experience with another studio, with another engineer, and it inspired me to make a video for myself so I can not only share some wisdom but also vent a little bit, get some stuff off my chest. So whether you're brand new to the studio or you're a studio veteran, here are 6 ways to ruin a recording session. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell icon, and if you like my stuff, share it, tell a friend, whatever. Anything helps. So the first way to ruin a recording session is not being prepared. I think this goes without being said, but still, yet it happens every single day. And by that I mean not being on time, not being organized, not letting the engineer know how long you want to do, how many songs you want to do. And this is also knowing your lyrics, having them written down, or better yet, having them memorized. I understand with hip-hop and R&B genres, a lot of times, an artist wants to just do a take of a freestyle, or there's some time left at the end of the session. Hey, throw on a beat, let me freestyle. That's a little bit different. I mean, if you're coming for a song, then you should be prepared and have your lyrics ready. Number 2 is partying too much. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a drink or smoke or whatever to get in the zone, but there's a line, and a lot of times the artist wants to be in that lifestyle, so they're drinking and they're smoking and they're partying a little bit too much, and then the performance isn't well, or they start to become a little bit obnoxious or rude. So if you are going to indulge, just make sure there's a limit. Make sure you kind of pace yourself. I have had artists thrown up in the bathroom, thrown up outside, sleeping in their car, and I mean, you're paying money. You're trying to produce art. You don't want to spend all your time in the bathroom or outside or whatever. You come here, you work, you have a good time, but this is work. Alright, number 3 is bringing unnecessary guests. And this is probably my biggest pet peeve. Bringing anybody that is unnecessary for the session. Anybody that kills the vibe, anybody that has negative comments, anybody that wants to be the smartest person in the room, or someone that's just partying too much and is a distraction for the artist or the engineer or the producer or whoever is involved in the session. Now I have to say, I understand if you need to bring someone that is your ride, or if you want to bring your girlfriend or your wife or your boyfriend or someone that provides productive input, that's fine. As long as it's 1 or 2 people, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're inviting a whole charade of people that aren't on the song and don't belong there. Alright, the number 4 way to ruin a recording session is by not communicating. Whether it's not communicating with the engineer or the producer, or not communicating ahead of time to the engineer to ask about gear, ask about mixing and mastering, ask about any additional fees. This is also a pet peeve of mine, because I'm not great at communicating all the time, but there's artists that will come here and there's no small talk. They just go right in the other room and they sit there and they get on their phone, and I feel like the vibe is already off. I like to chalk it up a little bit, have a little casual small talk, and during that, then we can get the beat ready, or we can get if we're recording vocals, get the vocals set. If we're recording instruments, get the instruments out, tuned up, get good sounds. So there's a little bit of like communicating, and it kind of eases the nervousness, and it just helps everybody feel more comfortable. And then if everybody's comfortable and everybody's having a good time, then the product is always better, and the session just flows so much better than if it's really awkward and no one's really talking, and then I kind of do what I think is good job, and then we listen to it, and then they tell me a bunch of notes, or they leave and then email me a bunch of notes. And it's like, hey, we listened to the song 10 times. You could communicate and tell me what you're thinking. If you like something or if you don't like something, then let the engineer, producer know right then, in a nice, respectable way, at appropriate time. But once there's that good communication, then everybody's on the same level and everybody shares that same vision. So next, not respecting the studio. This kind of goes along with partying too much, but wherever you go, whether it's a home studio or a nice studio like the Salt Mine, you just want to respect the studio, respect everybody's time. If you book a whole block, then you can hang out a little bit and take advantage of some of the amenities, but for the most part, you don't want to be spilling drinks and making a mess. You don't really want to be smoking cigarettes or anything inside anybody's place. If you are preparing or getting something set up, you don't want to be making a mess. You just want to be respectful of the studio and the gear. No one's really done this to me personally, but you don't want to be handling the microphones and the cables and the headphones and stuff unless you're really comfortable in that studio and you're comfortable with the engineer or the producer. Like I said, I haven't had any problems myself, but I've heard stories. So anytime you go to a studio, whether it's a home studio or what, just respect the place and respect everybody's time. And that goes to the parking lot, to the inside, to the restroom, the whole place. Respect the studio and the gear. And last but not least, number 6, the most important way to ruin a recording session is losing sight of the goal. We're here because we love music, or we love art, or we love making music. Even if it's a voiceover or an audiobook, we share this passion. And so you want to make sure you're communicating, make sure you're respectful, and still have fun, but work together, and be clear like of what the vision is, whether it's just a song for yourself, for your friends, for your mom, your grandma, or you want to put this song out into the world, whether it's for an album or a mixtape. Let everybody know, how you want to distribute it, how you want to promote it, whether there's going to be a music video or not. You want to paint the picture and let everybody else, that's the engineer, that's the producer, that's people helping you make the beats, people on the song with you, the featured performers, whatever. If you're a band, everybody in the band share this vision, and then that way we can all collaborate and work together to create this beautiful, work of art. All right, everybody, that's it. So be sure, leave me a comment, hit me up, let me know what you think about the video, and I can't wait to see you for the next one.